It is now December 4th of 2022. Almost 2 weeks since I lost sight of Molly in the sea of humanity that is LaGuardia Airport. I had a great time in the city with my youngest son and had since continued my nomadic life, which had me now on an island off of South America until I made my way back to Texas for the holidays. It was late in the evening. I believe I had already gone to bed or was getting ready to go to bed when I heard my phone ding, and I looked down and it was a text from Molly, and it said,
"Hey John, this is Molly from seat 24B. Hope you had a great visit with your son in the city. Text me when you are back in town and maybe we can get that drink we talked about and continue the conversation. Safe travels out there."
Boom. And I was like, oh, I still don't know her last name, but now I know her phone number. So I'm not worried about her last name anymore. It was pretty sweet to 2 weeks later get that surprise and now know that we could stay in touch and that she actually would like to get back together again. And so after a short time, I sent her back a text. And I said, "Hey you, first let's get this straight. You're Molly from seat 15B. The lady in seat 24B was not near as much fun as you. My time in New York was overall wonderful. Trust you and your dad had a sweet time as well. Look forward to that drink and more conversation. John from 15C." And at that moment in time, I opened up my contacts and I put Molly in as Molly, American Airlines, DFW to LaGuardia, seat 15B. And that's how she remains in my phone to this day. We actually pretty much went radio silent for the rest of December. It was, I think, the day after Christmas that I reached out and told her I hope she had a great Christmas, and she texted back. And then after the first of the year, January 1st or 2nd, I texted her Happy New Year, and she sent a text back saying, "Hey, same to you. Hope you had a great time. Are you in town this week? Maybe we could have that drink." And I'm like, "Hey, would love to. In fact, one of my New Year's resolutions is to have a drink with Molly from seat 15B in the new year. However, I am now traveling with my nomadic self with family in East Texas, and I'm going to be there the entire month of January." And she was completely cool with that, or at least she appeared to be. I don't know what was really happening in her mind. What was really happening in your mind?
I'm just cool and laid back like that.
Yeah, you are. Meanwhile, her friends are going, "You met somebody and he's what? And why are you talking to him?"
And what do you mean he's not here and he's like, so he doesn't have a home here? And then people would ignore me and say, "Wait, where does he live?" I go, "I told you, he doesn't live anywhere. Everywhere he travels is home." But I was still telling myself that, this is interesting.
And it was interesting. We went the entire month of January with just a handful of texts. At one point towards the end of the month, we actually did set up a phone call, and it was just a catch-up call and very friendly, very friendly. Nothing, it was two friends catching up. "Hey, how you been? How are the holidays? How's your January? How's your job? How have your travels been?" She's asking me, and that was it. And then I actually had a family situation come up that I needed to jump off and go be a part of. And so we really just talked for maybe 10 or 15 minutes. Again, very friendly as far as what I felt from that.
Oh yeah, it was very warm and it was easy, just like it was on the plane, just very easy.
No pressure, no nothing, because there was going to be nothing. Just a couple of new friends catching up.
That we know everything about each other.
We did know everything about each other. So we hang up. Another week or two goes by, and now I'm actually back in the Dallas area. And so I'm thinking to myself, I'll check in and see if I can't figure out a time to have a drink with Molly. Because by now I'm guessing it's been almost 3 months. I'm thinking to myself, she's like, this is never going to happen. I'm going to eventually quit texting the guy because we're never going to have a drink. I'm never going to,
Yeah, my girlfriends are thinking that I have an invisible friend out there that I met on a plane.
So I thought I'm going to reach out to her, and it just happened to be Valentine's. And I thought I'm going to, just see how her Valentine's is gone and see if we can't do something this coming Friday. And so I sent her a text, and her response was, actually, no, I can't make it Friday night. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm getting ready to go to the hill country to another location in my nomadic travels down on the Frio River. And so I'm not going to get to see her if it doesn't work out on Friday evening. And I'm thinking, well, she's done with me. She's waited long enough. And so, hey, I'm sorry. She's like, maybe Sunday. Well, I've got family night Sunday. And we kind of go back and forth until she says, do you still have Friday available? And I said, yes. And she goes, well, I can make that work. I'm just coming in. I've got a business. One of my clients is about an hour outside of town. And so I said, we can push it back time-wise. Don't worry about it. So we ended up having a little bit later dinner. We set it up for, I wanted her to, since she was coming in from out of town, I wanted her to be able to kind of set it up close to where she lives. So she lives in Arlington.
I remember saying, do you like sushi? And you like, I love sushi. So we're like, okay, great. My neighborhood favorite place.
Her favorite sushi place.
Yep. Is where we went.
Yeah. And so I drove over early to make sure I could find my way there and knew where I was going. Got a table right inside the door so she couldn't miss me, even though it had now been literally 3 months since we'd seen each other. And I thought, I'm not even sure if I'm going to recognize her because it's been a while. But she walked in and we immediately saw each other and connected. We had a really good dinner. Once again,
so much fun.
We talked nonstop. In fact, we talked until the restaurant closed. We were the last folks in there. They had to basically kick us out. We're on the sidewalk saying goodbye. I'm telling her, hey, I'm headed out of town again. We'd love to get together again if it works out. In about 3 weeks, I'm headed to Honduras, and I'll be there for a month. So, maybe we can squeeze in another dinner if it works for you. She's like, yeah, let's see if we can do that. No hugging, no handshakes, nothing. Just, all right, cool. Well, I'll call you. It's like, all right, I'll see you later. By the way, I did learn her last name at that dinner. So I got that. And I head out of there and I'm thinking, well, that's crazy. First of all, I've got a really cool friend named Molly, and she's pretty freaking awesome. And that's pretty much all I thought about. I thought, what a fun person that I get to hang out with when I'm back in Dallas. She seems to enjoy my company too, so that's groovy. And and that'll be fun. That'll be nice. And I need to make sure I can get back to her and try to get something set up before I head out on my next venture. And so we say goodbye.
Yeah.
And once again, I'm not sure if I'm ever going to see her again. Hey, hope you're doing great. Thanks again for a wonderful time. Hope you and Cleo are doing fantastic today. Was listening to a little Kirk Franklin this morning, so thanks for that. And hoping to watch, I think it's Becoming. I put it on my Netflix watch list. See, okay, there's Odie. He's just like, all right, I'm gonna take a break. You do whatever you want to do with your phone. I'm gonna chill out over here. Have a great Sunday. Talk to you later. Bye.